Hello everyone, welcome to your English class. I hope you are doing well. So let us start with our class for today. We reached on the page 8 from our part 2 book. We already read a passage on the book fair. Now let us see some questions relating to vocabulary, words, expressions from the passage. So on the page 8 you have a text. You will be given the words, some words, expressions and idioms which you will have to fill in the blanks. So what are you going to do? In your copybook you are going to write the page number and your answer. Fill in the blanks by choosing the words, expression or idiom from the box below. You have reach for the stars, illustrations, wear and tear, board, books, banner, autograph and published. The bibliobus is coming to town. Okay, this is a bus which has been turned into a library. Every month, so here we are going to read the text together. You can follow on the screen as you do not have a book in front of you. Every month, a special library comes to town. It is the bibliobus, a bus that has been made into a library. This special vehicle was donated by the government of China. A picture of the Chinese president with his can be seen as you enter the bus. To remind the children to get their books ready, A is placed in front of the primary school a few days before. Every time the bus comes along, the children can borrow new books that have just been. Last month, the younger children were excited to see a collection of with colorful and attractive. Fortunately, because of the book's thick pages, there will be less. The librarian, Mr. Ram, always tells the children, read, read and read. This will help you too. Thank you, Mr. Ram, for this precious advice. So while we read the text for you to understand better the text, and when you're going to see the words, expressions and idioms, you can already know where to place them correctly. So here you are, your text, and you just have to reread the text and write your correct answers in your copybook. We move on to the page 9. So this is a poster, as you can see on the screen. You have different types of books. You have fairy tales, fables, informational, folktale, science fiction, and mystery. So all these are different types of books. Let us now see the definition. What kind of book they are. For example, fairy tales. These are children's stories in which magical things happen. These stories often have fairies and imaginary characters. Okay, now you must have guessed, for example, Cinderella, Snow White. Okay, so these are fairy tales. You have imaginary characters, you have fairies, magical things. The next one is fables, les fables comme on dit en français. These are short tales that teach a moral lesson. They often have animals as characteristics. For example, you have the hare and the tortoise. Okay, so these are fables. You have also now informational stories. These are books that give details about places, people, animals, objects, or other topics. We have folktale stories that are passed from one generation to another. Science fiction stories about a future world with advanced technology. Okay, so science fiction books often deal with, for example, space exploration, the future, technology, okay, about advanced future and technology. The last one, you have mystery books, stories about mysteries to be solved. Now, the next page, we are going to see some titles of books. Here, take a look. On the page 10, you can see, observe the book covers and write the titles in the appropriate rows. So you have titles of stories. On the top, below you have two tables. You have the type of book, for example, fairy tale, mystery, fable, science fiction, folk tales, and informational. What you have to do, you have to write the title of the book covers that you see on top. Okay, that's clear. So now we are going to see clearly the titles of the book covers. Here, observe the book covers and write the titles in the appropriate rows. The first one is The Famous Five by Enid Blyton. The Famous Five. I guess you must have read about the Famous Five. What type of book is this? Next one, you have Cinderella. Okay, you already guessed now because you can see princess, you can see magical things. World folk tales. World folk tales. The next one is The Mystery of the Fire Dragon. Okay, this is about Nancy Drew stories. The Mystery of the Fire Dragon. You have Star Wars. Legend Star Wars. The next one is Animal Folktales of America. You have Children's Illustrated Encyclopedia. Okay, here you already guess what type of book is this? Encyclopedia, encyclopédie. You have the hare and the tortoise. Take a look at the cover. You can see the animals there. So try to guess which type of book is this. The next one, The Ant and the Grasshopper. Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You have X-Men. And the last one you have Scholastic Children's Dictionary. So dictionary for children. So what type of book is this? So here we are. We have taken a look on the book covers. Now what you have to do? In your book, in your copybook, you are going to write the page number, page 10. Okay, and then you're going to write fairy tale and the title of the book. The next one, you're going to write mystery and the titles of the books, which are mystery books. For each one of them, you're going to do the same. Okay? Okay, children, so I hope you have well understood what you need to do in your copybook. Okay, nonetheless, if you have other titles, if you know of other types of books, the stories which you have read, for example, you have read a story which you know is a fairy tale, so you can add these in your columns, in your copybook. Okay, so that's all for today. We are going to continue with this unit in our next class. So take care, children. Thank you very much for being attentive and stay safe at home. Bye bye.